Very good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Arun sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Nice. So it is rather difficult to have a session after post-lunch session. It is respected colleagues, research scholars, and students. I once again heartily welcome you for the second day of our FDP. Am I audible?
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, am I audible?
Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, I am sure what discussion we had yesterday, research proposal and key components of research proposal. I am sure all must have got some clarity and some idea about how to prepare a research proposal and what should be the key core components of the research proposal to be included. We are in continuation of that. Today we are going to just interact, or we are going to discuss, okay, identification and selection of research problem. Identification and selection of research problem. They're giving more emphasis on the relevance of research problem, originality of research problem, and impact of research problem. How to identify the research problem? The proposal is the second part. Prior to that, we need to identify what would be our research problem. So the identification of research problem is one key components of the research process. I'm sure all of you have studied research process or have understood to some extent about research process is nothing but steps involved in research. What are the different steps involved in research and how research process begins with. So in that context, I would like to share few slides on that. So, okay, fine. This slide is visible.
Yes, sir.
Hello. This slide is visible.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir. It is.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Research process. What do you mean by research process? What are the different steps that involved in research? So I will show you the slide about the research process. So some part saying. Is it visible?
Yes, sir. Clearly.
Yes, sir. It is.
Please glance this scientific research process steps involved. See this research process and different steps that that are drawn and that are put here are based on my experiences in research and the sources that I have gained. So this has been developed out of the practical experience in research. So the research process involves all these steps, very standard, very scientific, research process, systematic research process. One by one, we need to go. So please view this research process. The research process begins with identification of research problem. Identification of research problem. How problem is to be identified? Because in social sciences, there are different subjects, there are different disciplines. Suppose I am from management discipline, my another friend is from economic discipline, another friend is from finance discipline, marketing discipline, education discipline. These are the subjects. Many times when we go and meet our research guide, okay, at that time I go emotionally, sir, I would like to do research in marketing. Somebody comes and tells, sir, I would like to do research in finance. Okay, fine, no doubt. But what actually I'm going to do research in finance? What research am I going to do in marketing? Marketing is a discipline. I cannot do research on marketing in totality. So finance is a discipline. Say, for example, in finance, there are so many areas, okay, scope of finance. You may find financial institutions, okay, you will have banks, you will have financial instruments, you will have financial services, then financial services, financial instruments, financial markets, then financial institutions and banks. So once we take this either marketing or finance or management, so we have to narrow down what exactly I would like to do. That many times we never understand how that we have to reach a particular problem. In management, there are so many. If I say I would like to do research in management, fine. Management is a discipline. I am trying to pursue my research leading to PhD, or I am going to prepare a research proposal to funding agencies. This management is a discipline, but in that management, what exactly am I going to do? Whether I am going to do human resource management, whether I am going to focus on stress management, whether I am going to focus on production management, human resource management. So like that, we need to narrow down. If I am a student from economics, I come and say, sir, I would like to do research in economics. Fine, because students when they approach, they may not be having an idea. But in economics is a vast discipline. So what exactly we have to explore? What are the different areas? What are the different sub themes in economics? First thing we have to explore. Explore, then narrow down, then you reach to a particular research topic. Even in economics, when you explore, we have labor economics, we have international economics, we have a microeconomics, we have a macroeconomics, agriculture economics. There are so many branches of economics. So in economics, what am I going to do? Whether I am going to concentrate on microeconomics or macroeconomics or agriculture economics or international economics. So like this, we have to narrow down. We have to explore the possible areas. Similarly, in marketing, we have to explore the possible areas. Am I going to study marketing strategies? Am I going to study segmentation of market? Am I going to study customer satisfaction? Am I going to study consumer behavior? So in marketing also, there are so many areas. So first thing begins with exploration of different areas or different topics. Then we may reach a particular topic. So here, identification of research problem. Once the problem is identified, okay, once the problem is identified, my problem is finance, or suppose your problem is marketing, or somebody's problem is nursing. So I would like to do research in nursing. So I would like to do research in home science. I would like to do research in. So once that is do research in education, do research in banking. So this is identification of research problem. Once problem is identified, we have to reach selection of specific topics for research. Selection of, I will illustrate with examples. You just glance selection of specific topic for research. We have to focus which is the topic actually. If it is a finance, for example, performance evaluation of select public sector banks, performance evaluation of select public sector banks, or you take customer satisfaction towards select financial services provided by the banks. So like that, we have to come to a specific research problem. Then once I select specific research problem, then I have to go research questions. What am I going to do research? What are the research questions? What are the research questions that we have to raise once the topic is selected? Then after raising research questions, I have to come to statement of research problem. Yesterday, I briefly mentioned statement of research problem is nothing but describes the different issues, okay, research questions, research issues, research problems pertaining to a particular topic that researcher is going to study. Statement of research problem. Once the statement of research problem, this is the actual process, then we have to come to research assumptions. We have to make research assumptions. Here, what do you mean by research assumptions? May I know from anybody? What do you mean by research assumptions? Yes. Can you please tell me? What is our understanding about research assumptions?
Assumptions are
Yes.
Hypothesis.
your
Is it
thoughts.
hypothesis?
Research assumptions, tentative.
Guess alternative answers.
Yeah.
Hypothesis.
Research assumptions are nothing but hypotheses. Hypotheses are nothing but tentative assumptions. Tentative assumptions. Say, for example, the students who are studying in private schools are performing better than the students who are studying in government schools. So like that, we have to make an assumptions. Once research assumptions are made, then we have to go to past research. What is here past research? What do you mean by past research here?
Literature
Review of
review.
literature.
Review of literature. Suppose I have taken the research problem. For example, yesterday we were talking about women entrepreneurship and economic empowerment. If we take the topic, what is the past research work that has been carried out in the state of Karnataka or in the state of Maharashtra or in a particular district? What is the research work that has been carried out in the chosen research problem? Suppose if I have taken a problem of skill development programs and its impact on youth employability. So pertaining to this, what is the past research that has been done by the previous research scholars? Any research problem you take, we have to reach past research, we have to study. Once past research is being studied, then we have to reach to the research gaps. We have to reach to the research gaps. See the process, how it is flowing. Okay. No doubt in the research methodology books, the research process or steps involved has been explained, no doubt. But based on all the literature or resources and supplementing my own experiences, this chart, this chart is prepared, and these are the actual steps the researcher undergoes. Okay, research gaps. In one sentence, how do we define research gaps? In one sentence, anybody? Research gap pertaining to any?
The areas which have not
What
been
is
touched
difference
upon by the
between
earlier
past
researchers.
research and current
Yes.
topic related?
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Manish, sir.
Hi, good afternoon,
Manish,
sir.
sir.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Research gap means, sir, the topics or the research questions which have not been addressed earlier by the earlier research.
Yeah. Yes. Research issues are the research problem that have not been fully addressed by the previous research scholar. So those things we are going to take in my present research. Gaps, gaps in terms of knowledge, gaps in terms of methodology, okay, gaps in terms of the parameters, variables, okay. So gaps might be in anything. Gaps might be in sampling. Research gaps must be in sampling method. There are many sampling method, because appropriate method has not been used by the previous research scholar. So I am going to use in my research study. And the previous scholar sample size does not involve. So say for example, socio-economic status of migrant labor. Socio-economic status of migrant labor in the state of Goa. If I have taken a study, migrant labor. But while studying socio-economic status of migrant labor, many previous research studies I studied and I found that they have included only skilled labor. Their sample size includes only skilled labor. They have contacted only skilled labor. They have included in their sample size only skilled labor. And unskilled labor, they have not included. It means sample size is not adequately representing the entire workforce. Or sometimes I included man labor force. I have not included women labor force. Suppose previous study took only man labor force. They hardly studied the socio-economic status of women labor force. So whatever has not been done, has not been studied by the previous researchers, that I am going to identify, and then I try to fill the gap, taking that in my research study. Research gaps it is, okay? In the next coming days, we are going to discuss little more in this. Here, just process you try to understand. Once research gaps are identified, then I have to revise and I have to frame my research objectives. Once research objectives are finalized, then I have to move to research methods. Because once objective have been set, say for example, as a student, I have set an objective of getting, okay, I have as a student, an MBA student, I have set an objective. I should score in my final SEM not less than distinction. Or somebody is having an ambition, I should stand first rank to the college. Or somebody is having an ambition, I should stand first rank to the university, Pune University or Shivaji University. So these are the objectives are set. Am I going to stop as a student, mere setting an objective, mere setting an ambition of standing first rank to the university? I am not going to stop. What I do, this is the objective. Then I am trying to identify the best ways and means to achieve this objective. How am I going to achieve the objective of standing first rank to the Pune University? Maybe one of the best means to attend all the classes regularly, to make a study using reference books, to make use more time, to go to previous year question papers and to study that and interact with the passed out students, those who have stood first rank or those who stood distinction. So there are many ways and means I identify to achieve my ambition of scoring good marks in MBA program. In the same way, in research also, same thing. Whatever objectives I set, to achieve that objectives effectively, I am trying to find out methods. What are the best methods? What are the best ways to achieve my objectives? We set many objectives. That is what is research methods. Am I clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, fine. Then once you identified methods, methods of collecting data, methods of reaching customers, customer respondents, methods of data analysis, okay, methods of data interpretation, whatever research methods, data collection method, okay, analytical tools, sampling, okay, and sampling methods. So these are different ways and means, okay. And then after choosing research methods, I move to data collection. Okay, if it is primary data, if it is secondary data, both I will collect. Primary data will be collected from the chosen respondents. Secondary data will be collected from several sources, published work, okay, annual reports, statistics. Okay, if you are studying banks, you have to collect several data from the annual reports, from the Reserve Bank of India published the bulletin, okay, from the Association of Indian Banks Association website, some data. So it is secondary data. Then primary data is concerned about the customer satisfaction, okay, in response to banking services that chosen customers I am going to collect. The data collection task begins. That is the process. Then once data is collected, I go for data analysis, results, and interpretation. Next step. This is the process. Okay, now we are using several software packages to analyze the data, and we need to know also the difference between data analysis and data interpretation. Data analysis and data interpretation. Okay, there is a difference. So data is to be analyzed and statistical values are to be arrived and different figures are to be arrived with the help of either manually or using statistical packages. Data analysis results. After analyzing the data, okay, if I am studying the financial performance of a bank, okay, I collect the data from the annual reports. Okay, I analyze the data. Suppose to know the liquidity position, to know the profitability position, to know the efficiency position of the banks. So related data, related variables, I collect and analyze. Data analysis, results, and interpretation. Many times what we do, we analyze, we split the collected data into different parts, different groups, different sections, different values. By using statistical tools and econometric tools, we arrive different values, beta values, R square values, B1 values, okay, and many more values we arrive. So those values are the result. And then those values need to be again interpreted or need to be explained. Sometimes our research ends in data analysis. We hardly find data interpretation. We hardly find data interpretation, data explanation. Unless and until the results are explained, we never understand what is the outcome of the research. So data analysis, results, and interpretation. This is one part. After that, research outcomes. What is the outcome of the research? In terms of performance of a bank, in terms of socio-economic status of women entrepreneurs. So what is the social status? What is the economic status? About level of income, about the profitability, about the earning. Research outcome comes. Once research outcome is there, then we have to go for recommendations and implementation roadmap. Now, see, now research outcome comes and thesis we prepare, research paper we prepare and publish, we can end in itself. The next part, how are you going to bring this research outcome into practice? Or how are you going to use this research outcome? For that, we have to prepare a recommendations and implementation roadmap. Then suppose you are going to prepare, policy statement, you are going to prepare an abstract of the outcomes, or you are going to prepare a small report, sending to particular bank, publishing in periodicals, journals, how to communicate this research. Once the output or research outcome is communicated, then we have to go for a follow-up action, whether that output has been really used or not. So this is the entire, in brief, whole research process. Anything not understood by you, please? In the process, brief, research process. It does not mean that you do not have an idea about research process. All of you know very well. Okay. Learning is a continuous process. With this chart, something else, new thing, we may add to our existing store of knowledge. In this process, any doubt or anything which is not clear?
The research lab.
Research gap. Okay, fine. Research gap. Research gap, as I said, suppose take a particular topic, am I right? Socio-economic status of migrant labor in the state of Goa. A comparative study. Study. Socio-economic status of migrant labor in the state of Goa. Suppose you have taken this topic. Okay, assume that you have taken this topic for your study. Am I right? What is the topic here? Yes. What is the topic we have taken for our study?
To study of socio-economic background of
Yeah,
status
socio-economic
of migrant workers.
migrant
of Goa.
laborers in the state of Goa, or you can take this topic and try to suit to your respective location, no doubt about it. Because I normally take an example of Karnataka, Goa, sometime Maharashtra, and same examples because because we are here from all over the country, different places, and the same topic can be studied pertaining to our region, pertaining to our location. Okay, here we have taken the topic socio-economic status of migrant labor in the state of Goa. A study, a critical study or an empirical study. So you are going to take up this study in the state, present study, am I right? So now, am I going to go ahead with the socio-economic status of migrant labor study, or am I going to look back any research work that has been done in this topic? Certainly, I am going to look back, because you see, as a student, okay, I joined MBA semester 1. Exams are there, exams have come, semester 1 and examination has come. So 1 month or 1.5 months ahead. So I have to answer, I have to face the semester 1 examination. Then I visualize in mind, it comes, what might be the questions that are going to come for the first semester. Okay, for the first semester. So suddenly it strikes to my mind, okay, can I go and see the previous year question paper? Can I go and see the previous year question paper? How the question paper is, how the question paper structure, how the questions have been asked, what are the areas have been covered. This review of literature, it is present in every walk of life, not only in research, everywhere. So as a student, as an MBA student, as an undergraduate student, okay, before I answer my examination, always I prefer to go back to review the previous year question paper, so that I will get a clear idea how question paper is going to come, what would be the normal structure of the question paper. Prior to reviewing that question paper, I did not have any idea about the structure and type of questions. Once I reviewed the previous year question papers, 2-3 previous year question papers, it gives confidence to me, and I learn, okay, this is the structure, this is the style, these are the types of questions. So I get more confidence. Then this is what the process I learned, how question paper is prepared, how questions are. The another thing I am going to learn from that, okay, there are 5 chapters, okay, in economics. There are 5 chapters in economics. Past 3-year question paper, there is no single question from the second chapter. There is no single question for the last 3 years. There is no single question from the third chapter or second chapter. Then you as a student, what are you going to plan? Okay. No single question for the last 3 years from the chapter chapter 2. Am I clear? Chapter 2, there is no question. So then there is no question. Yes. Hello. Yeah, please. Please try to reduce your discussion, your interaction. So there is no question from chapter 2 that assumes to be a research gap here. Okay, what a student can do there, he can focus on that in the coming examination. It might come or it might not come. But the gap is there is no question from the second chapter. In the same way, socioeconomic status, I am studying about migrant labor. So the previous research I studied, the previous research work pertaining to that research problem, I studied one thing, the sample size, most of the researchers, okay, relating to that topic, the sample size they have taken only 100 or 150. You assume that it is a very small sample size. So what you do, you try to increase your sample size 250 to 300. And the representation of sample size, previous research scholar has not taken unskilled labor, has not included in his sample size unskilled labor. This unskilled labor is which is not taken, which is not studied by the previous researcher, assumes to be a research gap here. And the previous research scholar has not taken women unskilled labor. Women unskilled labor. He has concentrated only skilled labor. So therefore, that women unskilled labor also assumes to be a research gap. And a previous research scholar has used online questionnaire, or has used open-ended questionnaire. Then open-ended questionnaire, do you think that all kinds of labor can answer to open-ended questions?
Sir.
Yes?
No.
It is very difficult for them. Suppose if I try to conduct, previous research scholar conducted the survey through online, through digital. Is it possible to reach the migrant labor, scattered unorganized laborers through digital survey? It is not possible. But how he did in the previous research, we don't know. So you are using personal interview method, and you are using close-ended questionnaire. So whatever has not been used by them, whatever has not been addressed by those people, okay, those things we consider. For example, unskilled male laborers are not included in the sample size. Women unskilled laborers are not included in the sample size. So your sample size is going to consist of all unskilled and skilled labor, all women labor and male labor and female labor. Your sample size represents all these. So then there is an improvement in your study. There is an improvement in your study over the previous study. And one more thing, your study is going to different from previous study. Am I clear? Research gaps. Gaps must be in anything. Gaps in using data collection instrument, using a questionnaire, using analytical tools about sample size. Gaps may be in anything. Those gaps you are going to fill in your present research. I am sure I try to convince with few examples about the research gaps. Little more we will study in the days to come. Yes, barring that, any other doubts? Yes, please. Any other doubts in understanding the process? Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Am
yes,
I
sir. No
audible,
question.
all of you?
Yes, sir. No question.
Yes. Any doubts still in this process?
No, sir. Understood everything.
Yeah, we will go ahead. Yeah, next we'll go. You see, here some examples, with some examples it is illustrated. Identification of research problem. How problem is to be identified. Say, for example, there are some problems listed here. There are some problems listed here. First one, students' awareness and participation in competitive examinations. This is one research problem. Students' awareness and participation in competitive examination. Am I clear to you? Then there is another research problem, progression of ex-students in higher education. Progression of ex-students in higher education. Then one more research problem identified is quality of higher education. Quality of higher education. One more research problem identified is government-sponsored employment schemes. I would like to study government-sponsored employment schemes on that. Then one more, NPA in banks, non-performing assets in banks. So these are the 5 research problems that are identified. Have you gone through these 5 research problems? Yes. Identification of research problem, these 5 problems. Have you gone through these?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, am I going to take students' awareness and participation in competitive examination? Is it a specific research problem? Am I going to study on this, or still am I going to explore more and reach to a specific research problem?
Yes, sir. Some more
Yeah.
studies required. It looks like to some extent a vague research problem.
It looks like a very broad. Am I right?
Yes.
It
Yes.
looks
sir,
like
yes.
a very broad and not clear. For example, students' awareness and participation in competitive examination. Which competitive examination am I going to study?
It is very general statement.
Okay, general. Problem is fine. This is one problem. But taking this problem, I have to reach to a specific research problem. Then I move to the next slide. Please see here, selection of specific topic for research. So previous there are 4 examples. Am I right? 4 or 5 examples?
Yes. Yes. 5.
5 examples. Okay. Example 1, here we have explored. Example 1 we have taken. We have to narrow down. We have to narrow down from the main theme. Students' awareness and participation in staff selection commission exams. You have narrowed down. Am I right? Competitive examinations, it is a general. Competitive examinations include all types of examinations. So am I going to study all types of competitive examinations? Or am I going to narrow down to a particular type of examination? Now I have narrowed down to so many problems, so many specific problems. Say, for example, students' awareness and participation in staff selection commission exam. Students' awareness and participation in State Bank probationary officers. The broader problem, now I am narrow downing. Okay. Students' awareness and participation, State Bank probationary officers, awareness and participation in combined defense examination, awareness and participation in national eligibility cum entrance test, CAT. So like that, I have explored and narrowed down in a different problems. Selection of specific. These many problems are explored from the main theme. These many problems are explored from the main problem. Now, exploring and narrowing. I am focusing, specifying. So now still this, no? Can I go like this? Is it a research from anyone you take?
It
Students'
should
awareness
be
and
explored
participation.
more further, I think.
Yes, yes.
I think it should be further explored more this particular topic. Again,
Further
to some extent, it is generalized, we can say.
Okay.
Students actually, students means which students? Like college students, UG students, PG
Very
students,
good, very good. Still, you have to do lot many
like that.
things.
Yes, yes.
Students' awareness and participation in staff selection commission exams. Who are the students? Whom am I going to concentrate? Whom am I going to choose? Students means, okay, which students? Undergraduate students, college students, engineering students, because
Yes,
everybody can,
whether they are from rural background or urban
yeah,
background,
which students? Still, you
whether
have to narrow down.
male students, female students, like that.
Very good. Still, we have to narrow down. Am I going to concentrate on undergraduate students comprising BCom, BSc, BA? Am I going to concentrate postgraduate students, MCom, MBA, MSc? Okay. Still, you can narrow down. Still narrow down. Suppose students' awareness and participation. Okay. Students' awareness and participation. Can anyone of you please make more clear research problem from this? Can anyone of you please help me?
A study of awareness and participation of commerce background students, BCom students from Pune city in staff selection commission exam.
Okay, Pune city. Okay. Location you have identified. Am I right?
Yes, sir. And commerce students,
Location
commerce background students.
where your study concentrates. What is the location of, because most of the even thesis and research papers, location is missing. Location is missing. It means if there is no location, how readers can understand this study is carried in a particular location, in a particular region? That is very, very important. From where this study is carried on, from where this study is conducted. Many times you see this is not clearly indicated. Location, indication of specific area is a must. Clarity. Very clear. Very precise when you make a title. Suppose here one title you can make students' awareness and participation in staff selection examination in select undergraduate, okay, in select undergraduate colleges in Pune city. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Students' awareness and participation in staff selection commission, okay, in select undergraduate colleges in Pune city, a study or a exploratory study. This would be very specific. This would be more specific. So now first you have identified the main theme. From that main theme, you explore different areas, okay, like this, and then still you have to narrow down and make a specific research problem. Many times we find very difficult in this area. Any doubt in this slide?
No, sir.
Yes, yes. I can go to next slide. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, here you see selection of
Last slide, please. Yes, sir.
last slide. Hello, previous slide.
Yes, sir.
Previous slide is this, no? Yes. Anything you would like to?
Yes,
Yes.
sir. NPA in banks.
Yeah, these are some examples. Now, out of that one example we have taken and trying to explore. These 5 examples, main research problem we identified. So I am trying to focus on NPA in banks. Suppose you are trying to focus on government sponsored employment schemes. This is your research problem. But this identified research problem need to explore, okay, further and go for a specific selection of problem. Out of these 5, 1 or 2 I have taken and explored. Not a fifth one I have not taken. Okay. Then you can also fifth one NPA in banks. Fine. Non-performing assets in banks. Okay, fine. Am I going to do like this non-performing assets in banks study? Is it okay? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Non-performing assets in banks, a study. Can I take like this? Would it be fine? Again, you have to explore. Okay, you have to explore and narrow down. For example, banks, which banks? NPA, I am going to study in which banks? Am I going to study NPA in public sector banks? Am I going to study NPA in private sector banks? Am I going to study NPA in cooperative banks? Suppose if I want to study NPA in public sector banks, am I going to take all public sector banks? How many public sector banks are there today? Yes. How many public sector banks are there today? Am I going to take all public sector banks? Am I going to take 1 or 2 public sector banks? Say, for example, Canara Bank and Bank of Odisha. Sorry, Overseas Bank, Canara Bank and Overseas Bank. Am I going to take these 2? Or am I going to take only SBI? Or private banks? Private banks, again, which banks? So, research problem should be as micro as possible, as I said yesterday. Not very vague and broad.
Decided areas, yes, sir.
Yes? Hello?
Decided by me and sectors.
NPA in banks, is it clear? Again, this needs to be explored. Again, this research problem needs to be explored and we have to reach to the specific, okay, research problem. Here, these are we have explored. Then we have taken another example 3 we have taken. Example 3. What example 3 says? Quality of higher education. Identification of research problem, quality of higher education. This is the main broad research problem I've identified, that quality of higher education. That quality of higher education again is being explored. Just to see, okay, assessment of quality of general education. Am I going to concentrate on general education? Am I going to concentrate on engineering education? Am I going to concentrate on MBA education, management education? Okay, like this, like that, again, we have to explore specific topic for research. Then assessment of quality of general education. Again, I have to define the research problem and make it more clear. Anybody could help me here? Assessment of quality of general education in the state of Goa. Assessment of quality of general education in the state of Goa. Experience from stakeholders. Assessment of quality of general education in the state of Goa. Experience from stakeholders. General education, again, I have to define. General education includes, okay, all general programs like BA, BCom, BSc. Or still you can narrow down, only focus BCom and MCom, or BA and MA, or BSc and MSc. Like that, assessment of. Now again here I have narrowed down to general education, engineering education, management education. Management education, MBA, for example. Assessment of quality of management education. Again, this needs to be explored and made more specific. Okay, this is one example. Anyone can make a more proper specific title from this? Yes?
Sir, assessment of quality of general education in primary sector of Odisha's tribal states.
Very good, very good. You can, there is always scope for improvement and making more specific about the topic. Okay, primary education, secondary education, higher education, like that. Primary education, assessment of quality of primary education in select districts of Orissa, or in select talukas of Orissa, or in select schools in one particular district of Orissa. It is a
You
skill.
can take a very different variables, no, sir, like curriculum, syllabus, assessment,
Yeah,
placement of the students.
then objectives, then and other things you have to define later stage. First, you are choosing the research problem. Okay, narrow downing and making more specific. And initially, I told a research student comes and asked me, sir, I would like to do my PhD in education. Fine. Education, what you are going to do? Education. So like this, I have to explore and come to a specific. In education, higher education, am I going to do? Primary education, am I going to do? Secondary education, am I going to do? For example, education student, MEd student comes and asks, sir, I would like to do my PhD in education. But mere saying I am going to do PhD in education will not solve the problem. Okay, education means what? We have to define the education. You have to define the education. Primary education, secondary education, higher secondary education. But in primary education, am I going to concentrate on curriculum? Am I going to concentrate on teaching learning methodologies? Am I going to concentrate on student difficulties? Again, explore and narrow down. We have to reach a very specific research problem. Therefore, it is a process. It is a process. From a main problem, we are processing, exploring, and we are finally reaching to a specific research problem ready for going for research. Are you comfortable? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
please. Okay, this is another example 3 I have taken. There are 5 examples. All example I have not taken. Like this, you have to narrow down, explore and narrow down. Here you see selection of specific research problem. Here, fourth one, for example. Fourth one, what was the fourth research problem that we have identified?
Government schemes.
Fourth one research problem. May I go to previous slide?
Government schemes, I think.
Yeah. Fourth research problem, government sponsored employment schemes. Okay. Now you see fourth, government employment schemes. Suppose again I am narrow downing, exploring and narrow downing. Prime Minister's employment generation scheme and its impact on the beneficiaries in Dharwad district, Karnataka, a study. This could be a proper research, okay, problem that I have selected and I am ready to go for research. Then it starts, okay, the background. Suppose you have taken this for writing research proposal problem you have chosen. Now you have to start proposal writing based on this. Then MSME employment scheme and its impact on the beneficiaries in Dharwad district. How do we find these problems? How do you find, please, these problems? Are these problems more clear and specific?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, these problems are more, still there is a scope. Still there is a scope. You can make still specific. You can make still clear. Okay, but I have tried. Then
Yes, sir.
rural wage employment scheme and its impact on beneficiaries in Belgaum district. Location is a must. Where the research work that has been carried out, in most of the research, location is missing. In most of the research, location is missing. We forget. Once location is missed, then my understanding is how we can influence the readers. Suppose in Hubli, suppose in Pune, suppose in Nagpur, people take interest. Okay, in Nagpur, what is happening, we would like to see. Okay, in Pune city, what is happening in education, we would like to see. Suppose in Goa, if we take, people get attracted. Oh, what is happening in Goa, we'll see. Location, where the study is carried out, that is a must. Because it looks to be a very minor, small thing, but it makes a major difference in terms of influencing. Even when you write a proposal to funding agency, if your location is not clear, the people who go through our research proposal may not get an idea where he would like to study, where he wants to carry out this study. It's not clear. He will not understand that much. So that is why each and everything we have to take. Therefore, our quality of research in social sciences has gone down. Because of this only. Why the people are not looking at the output that we have arrived in social science research? Because poor methodological process, poor selection of the problem, okay, then that will lead to poor outcome.
Sir, can we add time duration, time period in these research topics, like this particular scheme, rural wage employment scheme, and its impact on beneficiaries in Belgaum district,
Yeah, okay, very good, very good.
for the period
Yeah,
2022
fine,
to
fine.
2025, like that.
Very good. That I appreciate your point. Define the period. Fine. Okay. 5 years or for the last 5 years, for the last 8 years. This very well we need to clear in research methodology. Time duration, time period of the study. Period of the study, methodology we are saying. So this is how we are reaching towards quality research. This is how we are reaching towards quality research. There are so many things we never, explained in the research proposal, explained in the doctoral thesis. Okay, a very good point. Still, many things you will come to know because proposal and the things, methodological approach should be as clear as possible. Everything we need to indicate time period, duration, scope, okay, implication, everything very clearly. Then it attracts the attention of the expert committee to consider my research proposal for funding. Okay, these are some of the examples, okay, taken out of the example fourth research problem. Have you understood the process?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
How we can reach to particular specific research problem. Okay, fine. Now in the in our today's theme, okay, focus is relevance, originality, and impact. Okay, always whatever research problem we choose, they should satisfy many more, but we have taken three. They should satisfy in terms of relevance, in terms of originality, in terms of impact. In terms of impact. Impact means usefulness, social impact. Impact means usefulness and contribution to the society or useful to the society. Three things we have to just observe these few examples that are being written. Whenever any research problem you choose, it should be relevant. It should be of current issue. It should be of current relevance. And it should be original, not duplication. Okay, whatever, no, for example, performance of banks, customer satisfaction in response to online services. Everybody has done customer satisfaction studies, N number, performance evaluation of studies, N number. If I take another similar study, it is a kind of duplication of the study. Original study means it should be different, unique from previous studies. And it should be a current issue, burning issue. Okay, observe these examples. Are you finding, are these examples are satisfying three main emphasis of this particular theme, relevance, originality, and impact. Are you please going through these?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. Huh? So first one you see AI-based learning tools. AI-based learning tools and their impact on critical thinking skills in select B schools in Bangalore city. Artificial intelligence, because that is what is playing in every sectors. AI-based learning tools and their impact on critical thinking skills in select B schools in Bangalore city. Do you find this is a relevant topic needs to be studied?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Do you find
Very
this
relevant,
could be
correct.
little bit original topic,
Yes, yes.
or we have duplicated, or we are duplicating already lot of things have been done earlier. The same thing I am doing.
AI-based learning tools and impact on critical thinking, but here the topic it includes these schools with reference to Bangalore city. In that way, it is original.
So we can make it more original by focusing on just some AI tools rather than saying your AI tools. So in AI tools, n number of tools can come. And maybe some of the research would have been done in other countries. So to make it more unique, we can just take one such AI tool which is at least available in India that can be incorporated in the Bangalore city school in order to make it uh, uh, a unique topic.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, now, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Here, what is happening because of this AI tools, our thought process, our thinking process, our original ideas are getting affected. Am I right?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, absolutely right. People
Now,
have
because
stopped
of
Yes,
this,
sir.
thinking
yeah,
that
you take a
thinking
simple
task is
example of
outsourced. Thinking task is outsourced now.
yeah, a simple example of ChatGPT. Okay, for everything we are approaching ChatGPT, and our own thinking we are not using. So that is why what is happening? Very good. One of you mentioned that a few tools can be taken and studied in depth in terms of how they are affecting critical thinking process or skills in select B schools. Okay, in Bangalore city. Okay, just I made a topic, but please remember whatever these topics are listed, still there is a scope to improve. Still there is a scope to make more practical, okay, more precise. No doubt about it. Always is a skill. That is why I told these disciplines are dynamic in nature, keep on changing. Okay, but whenever you choose any topic, for now what happened in our research, either for a publication or for carrying doctoral research, same topics we have been using. If you see the, banking is one area, huge research. Marketing is one area, huge research. Marketing strategies, then customer satisfaction. Some common studies only. Customer satisfaction I studied in Hubli, same topic. Customer satisfaction studied in Pune, studied in Satara, studied in Nagpur. So same. Therefore, our things are not getting much attention. Okay, we have to go for innovative topics, something innovative. So, for example, yesterday I told, suppose I am studying, analyzing the causes for incurring continuously loss by some cooperative societies, by some cooperative, even loss making units, studying loss making units, studying profit making units. Why not loss making units? That is innovative. We never prefer. Hey, it is making losses, so better not to go, and we will go for only profit making units so that my ratios will come good, my statistical values will come good, my explanation will be good, then my R square is very high. No, we are more concentrating on this. I am focusing. Why can't you study loss making units? Loss making units. We have a fear that in loss making units, what research I can do? You please study a lot of research. Why are they in loss? How long they have been incurring losses? What are the root causes? What is happening there? Many things you can. But there sometimes data is not available, tools you cannot use, high statistical values you cannot explain. Therefore, we are moving to that. No, it is not like that. Okay, this is one. Impact of assessment of CSR initiatives on rural communities in Nagpur district, a critical study. Okay, see all these, because CSR activities, all corporates are initiating a number of CSR activities for the welfare and well-being of the society and particular community. Okay, so now only CSR activities they do and spend money, but they must be also equally assessing the impact of CSR activities. Suppose if I take a kind of a study, impact of assessment of some CSR activities of some companies introduced in Nagpur district. Okay, how these CSR activities helped in enhancing individual competencies, individual livelihood, individual income generation, or welfare of the society, how they are impacting. If I study and come out with the kind of outcome, then certainly that outcome would be useful for policy formulation in terms of improving the existing methods, existing policies, and thereby benefiting that particular community. Certainly, it will help. Okay, these CSR activities do not bring much outcome. So your research study, this is a very relevant and original like that. Traditional agriculture, see, I have given one more. Traditional agricultural skills and practices, and their sustainability. Experience from farmers from Sangli district. Just I have given an example. So how do you feel about this topic? Traditional agricultural skills. Yes, and practices. Are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. This is
Okay.
how do you feel this particular research topic? Would it be innovative? Would it be relevant?
I think, sir, we can add technology and other aspects.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
my idea behind here is we have been doing agriculture from generation to generation. We have some traditional skills, still, more effective. And now we have gone for modernization, complete. Okay, even replaced by many AI tools of agriculture activities, cultivation and all. So, the agriculture skills that have been generated from generation to generation, are they exist now? Are they sustained now? What is happening in that? Something that we are going to study. Here, uniqueness. We do not find anybody has studied a kind of a research like this. What do you feel, sir? You all? Do we come across?
Uh,
Have you come across any?
There,
Yes.
so there would have been any agricultural skills. First of all, I think, I don't know, I don't come from agricultural background,
Yeah, no
but
problem.
but then there would be different agricultural skills for different types of crops.
Yes, very good, very good, very
And
good.
as you said, not all the agricultural skills would be documented. So we do not have the entire knowledge of what are the different types of agricultural skills for
Very
different
good,
types of crops to be grown.
very good.
So we have a scope here to claim this, that this can be an unique research topic, but it can be made into or changed into a more unique topic if we can directly mention here which agricultural skill for which type of crop, and then try to connect it to the Sangli district's farmer and their
Yes.
problems that they are currently facing.
Ve-
Then that would make it a better or unique
Very
topic
good,
and
very
a
good,
relevant one.
very good, madam. You have brought a value addition to this particular topic. I appreciate your views and the way of thinking. Still, you can. So, with this, what I can understand, still you can narrow down this topic. Am I right? Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Still you can narrow
Definitely.
down. Still you can make more specific. Still you can make more relevant. More
Yes,
relevant.
sir. Yes.
More relevant and more original idea. Suppose see how originality comes. Now you have brought many your own ideas to this, and accordingly you can mold this topic, and certainly it will become a originality topic. Okay, I appreciate. Very good. Then another topic, advancement of science, and I have little bit broadly I have narrated, and very quickly you all have brought value addition to these existing topics, no doubt. I appreciate. I will be so happy to witness advancement of science and technology and its impact on interpersonal communication in select households in Hubli city. See, what is the uniqueness of this particular problem? And still you can make an arrow down, no doubt. Yes, how do you find this topic? Have you come
Sir,
across?
maybe less relevant because interpersonal communication skill can be done without science and technology because it deals with human beings or it deals
Yeah,
with the skills that we are in a long run trying to achieve.
yeah,
So, no doubt we can come up with some technological advancements which will help us to improve our interpersonal skills, like the apps do we have Duolingo and many other apps which helps us to learn about different languages or like how to speak and how to converse it in a more effective way. But that is not specified here. What
yeah,
type
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah, yeah,
technology,
yeah.
science and
So
technology
yeah,
is being used here to find the
some
impact?
still narrow downing. Now the idea is here is what, no, this kind of studies are not hardly we find, am I right?
That
This
I have not gone through all different types of researches. I'm still a PhD scholar. So you would be able to tell us better because I have not.
hardly we come across this kind of topic. Here what happened, because of this technology, particularly smartphone and other things, no, how affected interpersonal communication. Interpersonal communication, I mean that face-to-face communication. Okay,
Yes.
face-to-face communication and kind of a disturbance that can be also we can study. Take for example, in a home, poor people are having four mobile smartphone and talking to phone only. There is no interpersonal relation. But we being human beings, interpersonal communication is a must and essential. This could be one of the advanced study. Then one more, student dropouts. These are some examples. Please remember, these are just illustrative, not exhaustive. These are just illustrative, not exhaustive. Okay. So I appreciate with these examples. These examples have helped you to, deliberate more and come out with more innovative and unique ideas. That is the beauty of our this thing, research. So now student dropouts and their present socioeconomic conditions in select high schools in Udupi city empirical study. This could be another topic, okay? So we find most of the times, in higher education or in primary, whatever, student dropouts. So we just ignore. Why can't we make a study dropouts and their present socioeconomic conditions? What are they doing? What are they doing? Okay. This is also another kind of, so once the research outcome by doing this research comes, that research outcome perhaps would certainly help for policy formulation for the dropout students. So it is going to benefit to the society. What are they doing in the society? What are their conditions? Are they earning anything? Okay. Have they joined any other profession or this thing? Dropouts, youngsters, these are young people. Okay, this is another example of study. Then performance evaluation of poverty elevation program in select districts of Uttar Pradesh. So there are many poverty elevation programs have been implemented and executed in many parts of the country. And what is happening in that? How come they are effective in bringing down the poverty? What is happening? What are the ground realities of these programs? If we study this, certainly we can forward the outcome, okay, which would going to help for revising the programs, for revising the policies, and we can throw light on the ground realities of these poverty elevation programs. Have they been really successful in minimizing, in reducing, or in balancing poverty? Or because of this poverty elevation program, further poverty has been increased? What is happening actually? That could certainly help. Okay. What I can say, these are some of the examples which emphasize about the relevance, about the originality. Still, we can make more originality and impact. Even when I choose a research problem, a research topic, always you have to bring your original idea to that and supplement it. Original ideas should come from original, okay, innovative ideas, unique ideas, and then they transform into researchable problems. Okay, even anywhere, your PhD research, your project research, project proposal, anything like this we have to. Because if we see today's research topics are altogether different. Same research topics we are repeating again and again, doing in Hubli, doing in some other place. Okay, we have to please change the direction. Always we have to focus on. Whenever I choose a topic, it should fulfill relevancy, it should fulfill originality, and it should fulfill social impact.
Some people take the same topic and just change the name of the city.
Yes, change the
The
name of the
topic remains
topic.
same.
Same thing. For example, production and marketing of grapes. Production and marketing of grapes in one particular place. Then same production and marketing, only grapes is deleted, chili is added. See the same. The entire thesis will remain the same. Okay. There is one joke. Okay. One who has done PhD in production and marketing. Okay. Just production and marketing. Okay. Of grapes in one particular district. Another research scholar, went to the library and took that. Okay, I have just changed chili. Topic is different, no? And nothing is done. Same introduction, same background, same thing like that. No need of doing anything. So these are the things, and then we talk about what is the quality of research, why it is not being used, why the corporates are not recognizing our research. The industry academy interface, where is happening? When we talk about industry academy interface, academy is one side, industry is one side. Industry people are not looking at our research because of all these reasons. Because of all these reasons. The output should be usable, no? If we do like this research, they won't take. That is why the funding agencies always see this. I'm not saying by doing this topic something miracle will happen, but it is a step towards improving the research in social sciences, particularly social science research. There are a lot of challenges, lot of issues in terms of quality. Okay, I am sure these are some examples have helped you to understand how topic you need to choose, fulfilling three components: its relevance, originality, and impact. Okay, I can go to next. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, clearly.
Yeah. Now there are some topics, many times you take irrelevant topics and do not have any social impact. Please, one of you can read, please, this topic. One of you can read. Yes.
COVID-19 and its socio-economic impact on migrant labor in Panji city. Explanatory study.
Can it be relevant today if we take?
No, sir, it becomes irrelevant today.
It is irrelevant today. No, COVID-19 took place at that time. So migrant laborers have returned back to their native. Okay, this study becomes irrelevant. Then global financial crisis 2008, if I want to study now, and its impact on Bombay Stock Exchange, a study. Now the global financial crisis took place in 2008. If I want to study now the impact, what impact am I going to study? That is why sometimes don't choose irrelevant problems. Okay? Because we have been talking about relevant problems. I thought of just citing one or two irrelevant problems so that we can differentiate which are relevant, which are irrelevant. Am I clear to you?
Yes.
Yes? Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please. Okay. Okay, now see what we have discussed so far. selection of good research problem essentials. Quickly, another 5-10 minutes we will wind up. Because we have been listening almost 1.5 hour. Very tough job. Selection of good research problem. Please, are you glancing this slide?
Yes, it's clear.
Yes,
Clear.
Research problem should be relevant and contemporary in the present context, what we have discussed earlier. Then availability of adequate and reliable data. Research problem should be researchable maturity. Sometimes no problem just exists. Say, for example, war presently going on. If we take the impact of that war on Indian economy, then it will be not be researchable maturity. Problem should be of sustainable in terms of sufficient data. So many times we take a research problem, we choose and we carry the research. Half the way we live because of non-availability of data. First, only we have to see whether data is available or not. It should be workable and practicable one. It should be of interdisciplinary, even funding agencies recognize interdisciplinary in nature research. Then it should be a research scholar's choice. Research scholars should be competent enough to undertake research on the chosen problem. Research output should serve as a base for policy formulation. These are some of the essentials we need to test while choosing the topic. What I, as a researcher, prefer is, we should give freedom to the research scholar to choose the topic of his or her own choice, rather than imposing, you do on this, you do on this, you do on this. That, disappoints. Okay, my experience. I always like, as a researcher, give a freedom to the student, come out with any topic of his or her interest. Then she can do a better job for that. If I insist on her or him, you have to do in finance, you have to do in marketing, then he, yes, yes. Hello. Can you please contribute in this? Anyone? Yes, Manish sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes, sir.
So this is my personal view. Give freedom to research scholar. So I, as a researcher, only
The freedom is given, then the researcher will take interest in the research and will carry out the research task. Otherwise, he or she will feel like it is burdensome that somebody has thrown that topic on him or her and then carry out the research just for the sake of research. That will not be a joyful activity. Intellectual joy will not be there.
okay. Okay, fine. Thank you.
Researcher's interest has to be taken care.
Taken care.
We cannot threshold upon him or enforce upon him something.
What I learned in the experience of this research, so I appreciate research scholar. He or she has to do honestly and sincerely. That is other part, ethically. Research should be done honestly, sincerely, and ethically. Okay. Survey is being done. How survey is being done, we don't know sitting here. Okay. That is why ethics play a more important, ethics in research. That is one component. Okay. These are some of the things you need to. Then some examples I have given. In terms of availability of adequate and reliable data, because when you also must have experienced, some of you.
Excuse me, sir. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Do you think the government policies and current issues also play a major role in problem selection, and that also can get accepted by many organizations if we include that in our problem statement and in our research proposal?
There is nothing like that, madam. Government policies and procedures influence in choosing the research topic. Only funding agencies are there, no? Funding agencies, even otherwise also the best topic, because research basically, what is the aim of research? The aim of research is to benefit the people. The aim of research publication, benefit to the people. So if we want our research to be benefited to the society, then we have to choose the topic which can benefit to the society, not choose the topic mere for academic fulfillment. Mere for
Well said,
academic
sir. True, sir. Thank you.
academic purpose. Okay,
Yes, sir.
I choose a topic for PhD for the sake of doing PhD. I choose the topic for writing the research paper for the sake of writing the research paper and publishing. Therefore, our present research ends in publication.
Thank you, sir.
These
Huh?
funding agencies, they provide a list of thrust areas. So they want that the means the
Yeah,
researchers should carry out the research on that particular area.
particular.
Like
Very good.
ICSSR, they provide a list,
Yeah.
or the LFDPs, which the colleges are applying, they provide a list like that.
Yeah.
So,
Very good, sir. Thank you, Mani sir.
Yes,
They-
sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Even funding agencies, no, they define which are the areas. They define their areas. If any researcher prepares a proposal on any one of the areas they indicated, they will consider. Because they always look at this thing. In spite of that, things are going on, but self-discipline is more important than imposed discipline. I, as an individual research scholar, has to take care myself, do something good. Because most of the times what is happening today, we do for the sake of doing. This is the thing. So that is why my appeal to my
True, sir.
youngsters and research scholars. So try to make an effort, because we are now, what we are doing, we are always try to, go for a shortcut. To write one research paper, we struggled 3 months, 2 to 3 months. Okay. But today you see, evening I receive a mail around 6 o'clock for the conference paper we required. By 9 o'clock, paper is being sent. Paper is being sent to the conference, and conference people also forwarded for printing. Nobody will see that paper. And who will read? Nobody will read. Am I reading? I send a paper to the conference. I know how I prepared. And then even I myself not going to read that paper in time. So now I am telling you, I have written a paper, okay, one paper to write, 3 to 4 months struggled continuously. But even after 25 years, if I take that research paper, I involve in that reading and I enjoy that paper for your kind information. So like that, research should be. Anyway, cyber crimes, availability of adequate data. So many times unknowingly and knowingly, some topics seem to be very good, but from data point of view would be very weak. Therefore, we have to assess from that angle. Cyber crimes and their impact on the profitability performance of select public sector banks study. So how do you feel this topic? Yes. Can we take, would it be relevant? Yes. Cyber crimes and their impact on the profitability. Anyone could please tell me, how do you feel about this topic? Because we are trying to see that any topic, if I choose, there should be data availability, because my research depends upon the data.
There would be a problem with regards to which cyber crimes are reported and not reported.
Okay, fine. Now
So-
you are very good. Your approach still narrow downing different types of cyber crimes, and one section of cyber crimes I can take and study. Still any problem you come across in this research problem?
if, basically, sir, the information related to cyber crimes and all this, they are kept confidential by the police department or the concerned
Very-
department. So
very-
even if we ask for the data or the information, they are not going to provide that. And
Yeah,
if we don't get the data, we can't proceed
can't
with the,
carry this,
our
yeah.
research. Yeah.
yeah, fine. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. cyber crimes are many, but suppose if I go to a particular bank, if I request manager, sir, for the last 2 years, how many cyber crimes took place in your bank? Then he get angry. Who told you to cyber crimes in the? So availability of data is not available. Then researcher becomes handicapped. Researcher, he is dependent on the data. No, if I get the data, I do a research. It has a limitation. So therefore, topic seems to be good sometime, but data won't be available. Cyber crimes data we won't get, and we cannot study the impact of on profitability. Similarly, marketing strategies and their impact on customer satisfaction and retention in Hindustan Unilever Limited exploratory study. One more thing, like these are examples, will help you to explore many more areas where you find limitations of getting data. These are just illustrative to get an idea. Marketing strategies. Okay. What am I going to get about marketing strategy? Am I going to get, realistic information on marketing strategies, pricing strategy, product strategy, distribution strategy? So marketing, suppose I have seen n number of research work on marketing strategies only, but what is there in the research work is only explaining the marketing strategy from the available resources. Other than that, no company is going to reveal or tell any marketing strategy what they have adopted. So therefore, studying this kind of things have no meaning. Marketing strategy looks to be very good marketing strategy like that, strategic concept we have brought from the, military administration. And now we are using in corporate world. The originally strategy was used in military administration. So strategy means we are very fashionable term. So marketing strategy, who is going to share the information and how I am going to study research on that? Alcohol consumption, for example, very good study it is, no doubt. Alcohol consumption and its impact on select households in Hubli city. As you know, and I also know very well about this, but am I going to carry out research on this? Yes?
No, we will not get in data.
We will not
Because we
get
are
the
provided.
data.
Who
Okay.
will say that I consume alcohol?
Yeah, who will share the data about alcohol consumption? No, nobody will say. I will share one live instance of my experience while conducting the research. One ICISR research project. Okay. I personally accompanied the team of research team. We got ICISR research project in our institution. I was looking after that, and I took the team for a survey. And I personally used to go each and every day with the team. Whenever, either morning in the afternoon, I never used to live on them totally. So I also used to do a survey. One survey in mining industry, one mining company in Goa with the employees. There was a survey started conducting. I was there, and one respondent, he could not even speak. He could not even sit properly. He was under the alcohol. But when there was a question of habits, do you have any alcohol habits? No, 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 don't ask such questions. Okay. We never, we are out of that. So he himself explained this kind of things is very difficult to get the data. Similarly, non-performing asset data, very difficult to get from the bank to find the performance. Then one more selection of good research topic. It should be workable and practicable. How we assess the business plan, feasibility and viability study we do. Similar way we can apply here also. Here you see one more, two more topics I have given. Please read this, any one of you. We are coming to an end. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Topic is socio-economic status of women entrepreneurs in the state of Karnataka. Study.
Can we go ahead with this research study?
Sir, it will be difficult to collect the data because here it is mentioned state of Karnataka.
Yeah, state of
So
Karnataka.
the
Okay.
geographical location is very big.
So complete the state of Karnataka. How many years I can carry research on this? Huh? So therefore, these are impracticable, not workable. These research problems are not workable. You can narrow down socio-economic status of women entrepreneurs in select talukas of Dharwad district, or in select entrepreneurs in Pune city. Karnataka, it is very difficult. Topic is okay. Data we will get. Okay. But it is not feasible, not workable. So even sometime in research also we find, sometime we feel that topic should be for PhD, topic should be so broad, for major research project, topic should be so big. It is not like that. Topic should not be big. Research should be big. Please remember. Research should be in depth. Research should bring out as much as outcome. Even surveying 3,000 respondents and surveying 300 respondents. Which one you prefer? See, research should be as micro, topic should be as micro as possible. Research should be as in-depth as possible. Small topic you take, do a in-depth research. 200 respondents only interview very effectively. Instead of going for 3,000 respondents and sending a Google questionnaire through computer and analyzing data sitting here.
Vertical depth should be there.
Very difficult. But sometimes some understanding of ours is 200 is a very small size, 3,000 should be a big size. For a major research project, there should be 300. That statistics do not matter. How effectively you are going to interact with the people. For example, that is more important. So therefore, topic should be as micro as possible. Research study should be as in-depth as possible. Problems and prospects of industry. Prospects of industry in India. This is also not a workable topic. One can do a research, but not practicable. Not practicable, not workable. You have to narrow down. So even sometime this kind of things also we choose, but please don't choose like this. Always narrow down. Something innovative outcome we have to bring out of our investigation. That is the success of research. Then transparency and accountability mechanisms in the implementation of government schemes in Karnataka. This is also big study. Okay. Choose 2-3 schemes and choose one particular location and study, okay, in depth, more interactive, more deliberate, more face-to-face interaction, so that you can reveal the real reality or true outcome. Okay, these are some of the things. Okay, so now we are coming to an end. Problem should be interdisciplinary. Some examples: socio-economic status analysis of organized and unorganized labor in the state of Goa, a comparative analysis. For example, here sociology comes, economics comes, then management comes. So like this, occupational stress, psychology, then management. Then management practices in select government and private hospitals in Hubli city. Medical science comes and management comes. Okay, like this interdisciplinary topic is also one of the criteria defined by the funding agency. Okay. There are some problems. Okay. You can just view potential research problems. Yeah. Thank you so much. each and everyone for wonderful interaction and unique contribution in the deliberation and in the discussion. I am sure all of you have understood something about, not fully, something about identification and selection of research problem, broader problem after identifying how it should be explored and narrowed down and reach to a specific research problem which is fit for carrying a research from the process, research from the research process, how we are reaching to a particular problem. Okay. I'm sure you understood the research process and identification and selection of research problem, focusing on very, very important aspects like its relevance, its originality, and its social impact. I'm sure these deliberation of today's deliberation would certainly going to help you in selecting and choosing research problem for your for writing research proposal, for writing your research paper, for carrying your research work leading to doctoral research. Okay. With this, and tomorrow we will try to discuss some other things in continuation of this. And I'm sure I tried to make you to understand the process, identification and selection of research problem. I sincerely thank respected colleagues, each and every one, for making it a point the very afternoon, after lunch. It would be rather difficult to concentrate and, get connected with the session. But you have done a very good job. Thank you very much once and thank you very much one and all once again.
Thank you so much, sir.
Well, okay, thank you. Tomorrow we will meet.
Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome, madam. Tomorrow we will meet. I'm
Thank
sure.
you, sir.
Welcome. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, sir.
sir.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Amul sir. You have made it a point
Thank you.
without missing.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Nice meeting.
Nice. Very nice session. Learned a lot.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Tomorrow we will meet.
Yes, sir.
I will wind up. Huh?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. 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 Please, feedback also, you can please share. Those who have not
Sir,
share.
one suggestion is there regarding feedback.
Any suggestions for the improvement, always welcome. Don't
No,
give
sir,
any
regarding
positive
feedback form.
feedback. Please give negative feedback also. Huh?
No, that feedback form actually,
Yeah.
in the feedback form,
Yeah.
question number is not mentioned, but it is mentioned how would you rate the overall quality of today's session?
Okay.
It
Okay.
is mentioned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what denotes what means excellent to good, 3 average like that, or 1 is poor, 5 is excellent like that. If that is clear, no.
Sir,
it will be easy for
sir,
us to fill the
editing,
form.
sir. We are just editing. Huh?
Okay, then shall we fill it later? Will the link will be posted on WhatsApp group if editing takes some time? Because there are many questions.
Okay. What we do?
5-point Rickert scale is there, but it is not mentioned like 1 denotes excellent or 5 denotes excellent like that.
Thank you, sir. Manish sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
What we will do, we'll.
Because at the time of analysis, it will be difficult for you. Some people will treat 1 as excellent, some will treat 5 as excellent. Then
Yeah.
it will be difficult for you to analyze the feedback.
Other than that, I like more of your words. Huh? Words are
Yes, sir.
words are more that 5-point Likert scale. We don't believe, no doubt. But yesterday they have nicely responded with words. Today also I request all the colleagues, please give your feedback in words, not in scales. Scales. Correction is done, sir. Correction is done, but I appreciate more in words of your feedback. Please, all of you, I request, give your feedback in words. I appreciate. And even for improvement, honestly, anything you not understood or any further improvement we can take, please, that also you share, you give. I appreciate. Because our weaknesses we won't understand unless somebody brings to our attention. Shall we end, sir? That correction is done and it is given.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Madam, we appreciate in words. Okay, thank you. Feedback. Feedback.
Very nice results, sir. Thank you.
That's all. Group by person. Shall we end the meeting? If they are responding, let them. We are not giving it.